And welcome back to, well, Under the Lights Racing opening night, or is it opening day, Terry, at Turfway?
I think it's opening night.
Opening night, yes, indeed. Well, it's a little bit nighttime, a little bit cold around my parts. Hell, I think it's like 20 some odd degrees outside. So we got chaos. We got all sorts of things going on tonight, Terry. We got some free picks right now. They're rolling over at Guarantee Tip Sheet. You want to get those free picks, Terry? I got a link right here in the – what do I have right here? Right there. Free link. You can click in the comments. You can click on that link. Supposedly, it's the live link. I don't know if it is or not, but it's supposed to be. So click on that. If not, it's in the description on YouTube. During the course of the show, we'll reference our smart sheets. There's a link to the smart sheets right there. Again, I don't know if that's going to work or not. It was supposed to work. You want to know how to use them? There's the link for that. I don't see it working. I wonder if let me just try something here real quick, folks, and see if that's the key to it. Hold on a second. How do I edit? Oh, I can't edit the comments. Anyhow, there'll be a link for all that stuff in the description on YouTube. I probably screwed it up. It's supposed to be a new feature on StreamYard, but leave it to me to take the new feature. But if they don't work right there, if they don't work right there, in the center of horseracingtoday.net. If you click on that, shortly after the show, we'll post all of our picks and our Benny and the Bets, and all the links will be available for you right there. Hit on that HRT gear for Cyber Week. You'll get 20% off everything. Just hit that redeem button right there. You'll look great. You'll support the show, and Terry and I will greatly, greatly appreciate that. Well, yesterday, unfortunately, Terry, I mentioned we might get rained out. Indeed, that's what happened. I don't think that'll be the case tonight. Turfway Park with that all-weather track. All races, all 9 of them on the all-weather. The first one being 6.5 furlongs. It does favor stalkers, though still a healthy 36% go wire to wire. Post positions 1 through 7, they play fair. A little bit of extra juice for those 8 and out. A little bit of a discount, Terry. So we do want some horses in race number 1 with a chance to get to the lead, but it looks more like a Buffalo girl than an inside girl.
Yeah, that's right. The outside horse 11 next to the outside horse, 40%. And then the 5 has around 17%. I think if that 11 gets a good break, it's going to get to that quarter pole first.
And the interesting thing about the 11, and this is a maiden race. Forgot to mention that. So we're looking at the speed figure over here of 82 being a key number. Terry, as far as that's concerned, nobody's hit 82.
No, none of them have. There's 5 horses that come within 5 points of doing that the last time. And the number 1 horse has a really good chance of doing it today.
Yeah, our Par Plus, we do 1,000 simulations where we calculate out an estimated speed figure of 82, and the 1 and 279 out of 1,000 hit 82 or more. But interesting down here, the 12 horse Terry is a second-time starter. Second race, par ability puts that horse above that number. Look at that late speed edge for the 12. So you got a front runner with a big edge. You got a closer with a big edge. As far as the race shape is concerned, the 10 does want to be forward. Everybody else middle back. The 11 might push out there today. Terry, on these races, I like C-zones. Who's got the best chance to get a good race today?
We'll take a look there. That 1's got a 68% chance, almost 67%. And then the 10 has a 55%. So they're going to be pretty comfortable in this race.
Yeah, so what we do is we look at this race, we compare it to their best performances, and hey, there's a 69% chance where you at going to get a good trip where it's at today. Terry, all right, well, where it's at is us giving our picks for race number 1, so let's go about it.
Well, I like the 12 horse. My first pick runs 3rd in the last race, has a high percentage winning trainer, wins 33% of the races when taking a horse from dirt to all weather, and has a high percentage winning jockey. Then Lord Barnoff, the 10, placed in 3 or 4 career races, trained by a high percentage winning trainer who wins half of his maiden claiming entries. And then number 8, Concrete Cruiser, ran 3rd last race, high percentage winning trainer. Frosty Beer, the 4, ran 2nd on the dirt in last race, highest last speed rating, has a good 5 furlong workout on November 25th. This is my long shot. No bits for me in this race.
Private Ross coming back under a new alias. There you go. Thanks for joining us again. We missed you, Private Ross. Lauren_Shap over on X today. 24 handicappers at Turfway, so go on over there and check that out. aggregating all of them. For me, he'll have at the top pick Concrete Cruiser, the 8-horse. It's a class dropper. Does have a couple of Turfway Park runs. I like that. The horse is trying all weather and has 2 bullet workouts between races. We might see the best of that one. If not, Lord Barenneroff, definitely the most consistent. And when he ran at this level, the only other time finished second. So why not put him there again? The 12-horse does have that second race par ability to move up in class. It's a question mark for me. The all-weather is a big question mark for me, but did show some elite level late pace in its debut. And then finally, the 1-horse, where you at? Well, maybe 4th in here. Sim favorite, 3rd start after a layoff. Should look a lot like the 2nd start after a layoff. Was faster than the 1st start after a layoff by about a second. We have $100. That's our Benny in the bets. So I'm going to do a trifecta box, 1, 8, and 12, because I feel like today at Turfway, anything could happen, right?
That's right.
All right. So we have Turfway Park. We got 3 minutes. I don't know if they're dilly-dallers down there, Terry, but let's just go through race number 2 right quick.
Okay.
Race 2 is a 1 mile on the all-weather. I think we got a handful of these today, Terry. Not a handful, but one of the more common distances. To win at a mile, closers do great, but still 28%. Get the lead, keep the lead all the way around the one circle around the track there. Inside does better than outside. So, Terry, is there any inside speed?
Well, there is a 3, but that 8 has a little more speed according to the data. So that just depends on who gets the best break between those 2.
Now, the 8 over here, Terry, look at this. Lone E, everybody else middle back. In this sort of race, Terry, if the 8 had a really strong season, I'd be through the roof on this guy. But a couple of others look like they may get a better trip.
Yeah, take a look at that. 11 has a 93, and then the 10 is 78, followed up by the 4 with a 61%.
Yeah, it was a 12. Link to Destiny. I think the 11's not in this start over here. Unfortunately, we got a jockey with a 0 in there, but still the trainers ring out, Terry. It looks like a couple of good trainers to pick from.
Yeah, the 12's got good trainer, including, and also the 10 shows like a pretty good trainer. So
pretty even across the board on the simulation odds. No real big favorite in this race. Well, the biggest in-race edge belongs to the 7. He's got a 7, 5-point late pace lead. She goes about 1 length at a race where closers do pretty good. Over here, we have our top total pace horses. Again, a very competitive race. Only 3 points separating top to bottom there, Terry. So wide open for the first leg of the Don Johnson pick 4s. What do you have here?
I like the 12 Link to Destiny. Won 2 races out of the last 4 starts, running second. The last race has a high percentage when the trainer wins 34% of the claiming races as a horse running. And Pritchard, the 10, won 2 races out of the last 3 starts, has a high percentage when trainer and jockey, and has a good 4 furlong workout 21st November. And then Ransomware, the 8, is my third choice. Won 3 races out of 5 starts at Turfway Park, has a high percentage winning jockey, and has won 3 races out of 3 starts at today's distance. 9 Burning Leaves, long shot, is having a good career, been in the money 50% of the starts, winning 20% of the races, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey as well. I like the very first pick 4, Miami Vice, 8, 9, 10, 12 with the 1, 3, 5, 9 with the 2, 3 with the 3, 6, 10, $48 ticket.
I got the 8 horse. You mentioned, Terry, that he won 3 races at the distance. You mentioned he ran 3 races at Turfway. But if you look, all 3 of them were 1 mile at Turfway. So he's 3 for 3 at 1 mile on the Turfway synthetic, especially when he gets the lead. And again, our smart sheet says the 8 horse going to be your pace setter today, folks. Maybe 4 for 4. Link to Destiny. Wesley Ward owns this guy. Wesley Ward trains this guy. He's the closer with the top C-zone. Number 10, Pritchard. If they took out that P, would have definitely been the top of my list. It would have just been straight Richard, but they screwed it up with the P. But probably an all or nothing horse. He probably wins or runs off the board because the jockey and trainer combination, they've run together 14 times. They won 6 in the other 8. They just have 1 in the money finish. So probably all or nothing. And then finally, the 6 horse, Coach Campbell. Makes not a lot of great decisions for the Detroit Lions, I don't think. What do you think about that, Private Ross? I know you're up in that Detroit area there, but this horse was better 5 ways last time out. You see better early pace, better mid pace, better late pace, better fractions. Only horse in the race with that as our top total pace. Much faster last out. My pick board is going to go 6, 8, 10, 12, 1, 3, 4, 9, 3, 8, 10, 1, 3, $48 2 for me. And then a 50-cent trifecta box with all the even numbers except the 2 and the 4. Might as well add them in there if you got a bigger budget than I do. 6, 8, 10, and 12. Looks like race number 1, Terry. Off and running, so we had some good timing on that. And as it stands right now, you're never going to guess who's on the lead, Terry, in race number 1.
Oh, probably the 11 horse.
Yes, the 11's right up on pace there. You got the 12 riding shotgun.
Right where I
The
want.
11 right there is 56-1. So if they go wire to wire, could be dangerous. All right. So anyway, they're running around the backstretch right now. The 11 continues to hold the lead. The 12 horse. The 11's not even been asked to go yet, so he might be tough to run down there. I don't know. We'll see how that holds out. No one's really making up ground on him. Should have probably just put that lone E on the top of our tickets there, Terry.
Yeah.
Well, down around the bend they come. They're all bunching up now. So let's see what happens. And you got some horses coming at the end of the race here. A lot of horses coming at the end of the race, but I don't know who's going to be coming the most. The 7 right now. Love the Lights, a nice long shot. You also have the 5. The 4 horse in that mix. Maybe the 4 gets up and gets it at the wire. I don't know. I don't think so. I think the 5 horse, Galiante, takes home the top prize in the opener. This track, crazy track, Terry.
It is.
Right.
A lot of long shots at this track. So.
Well, the 5 horse is very gettable, Terry. He was the second favorite over here. Mm-hmm. He was a maybe horse, a maybe 1, so one of the better scorers in the race. The 4 horse was another maybe in there. 12 horse didn't fire in that second up. I don't know. I think it went 5. It's going to be a tough call between the 7 and the 4, but I'm going to give the edge to the 7. Love and Light. That one didn't show up anywhere, Terry, so just a long shot that came home. Opener in the books. And let's take a look at race number 3. That's why I went like just a lot of different bets today, because I feel like this track is always tough to pick a winner at, right?
It is. There's a lot of long shots here. Or good paying horses.
Crypto course number 2. We forgot that. Number 12 from our good friend. Private Ross. Race number 3. He likes the 1 horse, Real Fast. If you like anything at Turfway Park or anything else that's running today, or you have a comment, a suggestion, go ahead and put it in the comments, whether you're watching on X or YouTube. Hey, do us a favor. We would like 10 retweets today. So if you're watching on X right now, there are more than 10 of you watching on X. Go ahead and hit that retweet button. If you're watching on YouTube, please hit that like button right now so that we can get to 20 likes. Again, 1 mile, 1 circle around the track there, Terry, does tend to favor horses that close, but still 28% go wire to wire. So it's still worth looking to see who's got the most early speed and who's got the most late speed in race 3.
Well, the 9 shows the most speed there by quite a bit, followed up by that 3 and then the 2.
At the end of the race, it does look like the 1, 4, and 5, the most late speed. We saw the horses that came the closest to par score out pretty well in that first race, Terry. So if we're looking at par, where are we looking here?
Well, you can see that the 1, 5, and 1, 3, and 5 all have equaled or exceeded the speed par number for this race in the past, and coming up today, the ones with the best chances with the highest numbers are the 6 and the 8. But also in the past, the 9 and the 6 all came within 3 points to 1 point of getting the par plus number.
Yeah, that 9 could be out by himself on the front there. Everybody else to the middle or back. Gary, you got a couple class droppers right here. Now we have an opportunity to talk about the class from Connection. So let's go about and do that since the jockey numbers show up here.
Well, the 1 shows best jockey, 6 shows the best trainer, but I think I think the 6 is the best trainer combination, trainer jockey.
Yes. Real Fast. That's also the top pick for our good friend, Private Ross. Our simulation odds over here, again, a very competitive race between the 1, the 3, the 4, the 5, and the 9. We see the same numbers over here, although the 8 kind of creeps into that mix in race number 3, Terry. So we got another chance to make up for the first race. What do we got?
I like the one Real Fast, ran second in the last race. Highest speed figure at today's distance. Best all-weather speed is fast among today's starters. Then number 3 is my second choice. Ran second versus Tougher on the turf in last race. Drops in class, has the highest last speed rating. Batter Up the 5 is my third choice. Finished third versus Tougher on the dirt in last race and drops in class today. Evening News the 9 is my long shot. He finished third on the dirt last race and likes a distance, so he can improve at this shorter distance. No additional bets for me here.
Yeah, 5, 4, and 7 in the opener over at Turfway Park for getting the head bob over the 7. Real Fast, Terry, might be real fast relative to the rest of these guys in here. It is your top total pace horse with its career best effort at Turfway Park and did show some better early pace last time out. And again, in our shows on YouTube, if you search for Craig Milkowski from Timeform US, he mentioned horses that show better pace in the opening quarter and the opening half mile. Those horses tend to perform very well the next start. Final Denial, the 3-horse, probably a track dropper coming in from the Naira circuit. Was faster last time out, despite going a little bit longer. My only question is, what does it think of the all-weather surface? Dreaming Bro, the 4-horse, consistent. It is the simulation favorite. Also one of those horses that has a Z pattern. Once again, if you're new to the show and you haven't seen a Z pattern, you see the early pace was 76 up here, then dropped to 70 down there, and then went ahead and went to 84. Z pattern, a second wind for Dreaming Bro as a beaten favorite last out. And then finally, I have Evening News, the 9-horse. It's a lone E-type, Terry. Should be on the lead here. Horse for the course, maybe. 7 times out at Turfway Park, 2 wins, a second and 2 thirds. Put that horse on the track anywhere else, a lucky 13 times, no wins, 1 second and 2 thirds. Would you say that's a horse for the course, Terry?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Yeah, but just I would like to see a little bit better, like maybe 6 out of 7 in the money instead of 5, but still I'll take 5 out of 7.
Yeah.
Race number 4 in our 9-race card. This one, Terry, is 1 mile and a 16th. I think they're going to stretch out over the next couple of races. 1 mile and a 16th at the prior meet. We saw that closers do good, but still, hey, a healthy 33%. Get the first call and also get the last call. You get a rail bonus for day tripper. 2 and 3, that's really the best place to be. 4 and out, small discount, but being inside is better than the outside. And with 1 out of 3 going wire to wire, Terry, it's still important to see who could get the lead. And this looks like it could be in contested start.
It can be. It's like anyone's race to get to that quarter pole first, because there's 4 of them that are really close in their data.
Based upon the horses that have hit par or come close to par, everybody has either hit par or come within a length of hitting par. In these sort of races, Terry, I think there's a couple things you want to look at. Maybe look for a little value. Maybe look at connections. Maybe look at C zones.
All right. Well, as far as the values go, the 5 has a little value from, what is that? I guess not. Let's see. The 10 has some value. No, I got them all screwed up in this race here.
Well, the 10 does have a little value from 1 to 1 to 3 to 1.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
We'll say the only one.
It is. And then as far as the C zone goes, the 3 has the highest at 88.55%, and then you've got that 6 at 85%. A couple others that are over that 50% mark we like to see, and then the 3 has the best jockey. The 13 has the best trainer, but I think the 13 is the best jockey trainer combination.
Yeah, you also have the 13 being a 5 ways better horse. The setup could favor some speed in though here, Terry, is the 1 and 3 want to be out front. The 8 might join them. So a little left arrow action from the 8. Everybody else middle back. As far as we see over here, Terry, the first time today, Stride, the 3-horse, a 3-point last race speed figure edge. Andrew Beyer says 3 or more, worthy of your attention. Also grades out pretty well in your top total pace, slightly behind the 5-horse. Terry, who's your winner in race 4?
I like 3 Stride, finished second in the last 2 races and has a high percentage winning jockey and highest last speed rating. He's tied with another. Then my brother Keith, the 2. I'm going to disregard the last race due to the poor start. He won the prior event with the training boasting high percentage winning percentage and proven ability over the distance, and he remains competitive. And then number 10, Saint Amito, drops in class today, has a high percentage winning trainer, wins 18% of the claiming races. He has a high percentage winning jockey. And then I like the 8 as my long shot, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. No bets for me in this race.
The 10 horse, Saint Antimo. That is my top pick there, Terry. It is an even money simulation favorite. Ran well enough at Turfway so far. Small drop in class. And by far, if we look over here, the best par plus number, 58%. That almost 59% of the time, the horse did produce a speed figure of 82 or more in our simulation. So I'll take that and hopefully get something better than 1-to-1 odds. Number 3, Stride. Top last race speed figure. That was on October the 2nd. But does run well after a little bit of R&R. Does have a couple of solid Turfway works. But so far, all-weather races have been a bit of a struggle for Stride. Shankar, horse for the all-weather course. Terry, another one maybe. At all-weather courses, 15 races, 3 wins, 5 seconds, 4 thirds. All others, still some success. 7 times out, 2 wins in the third. But it's been more than a year since Shankar has made 3 starts in a row. When I see horses stretching the number of races in a row out, I think the horse is finally healthy, so could be sharp. And then finally, my brother Keith. Tough call for me over the 5 horse, Juanita's Express. And ordinarily, if it's a tough call, I'll go with the longer odds. But we have a yes horse in the 2 versus a maybe horse. And the biggest of all the class droppers in the race today, moving down 1.4 lengths. So that's why I went with the 2. I also went with a $5 exact key box. I hope I get better than even money on Sant Antimo with the 2, 3, and the 8 horse. Cryptic code for our good friend Private Ross here in race number 4 is the 12 horse. Race 5 is the Keystone race, holding together the first half of the card and the second half of the card. Thankfully, it's not a kiss of death race where it connects to opening pick 4 and the late pick 4. But here you have, they're going to run down this long stretch, Terry, and make their way around the track 2 times around that turn right in there. And $1.25, as you can imagine. Closers do really well. Only 1 out of 15 horses so far, Terry, went wire to wire. The rail for Rappaport is a pretty tough place to be. 2 and 3, the best place to be. 4 through 7, a discount. 8 and out, a bonus again. So in a race where only 1 out of 15 went wire to wire, Terry, let's focus on a horse that might have a big late race edge.
Well, you can take a look and see that 3 does, but he also shows that he's got the most early speed. So, he's got it in both areas.
Catch me if you can. How do you catch a horse you can't pass, Terry?
I don't know. It's hard.
Pretty tough. 14-point total pace edge with that early edge in the race and the late edge in the race. That's about 3 lengths. 5-point last race speed figure edge. That's about 1 length. One of 2 horses, Terry, with a yes in that column there, but only 2 horses showing a strong C-zone in this scenario.
Yeah, the 10 and the 11 have the best C-zones, especially that 10. It's over 50%. Going to be very comfortable in here.
11 showing a strong par plus as well, 41.4. A little better early pace, better late pace. You see the 1 horse, Rappaport, also connecting on that regards. Again, another race, Terry, where we don't have jockey information. With the new smart sheets, we will, but we do still have trainer info.
Yeah, the 10 is the best trainer along with the 1. It's kind of the throw up. They both have 1s. So,
the 3 horses is a sim favorite. I mean, in every box up top is the 3. I don't know if I've seen that too many times before, Terry. So no. Maybe is the 3 an easy winner here?
Well, I don't know. We'll see. I like the 3 penalty box. Finished in the money 4 out of 5 career starts. Running second versus similar in the dirt. Last race, high percentage winning trainer and jockey. And then I like the 10 Inspired Kiss. Finished 3rd in the last race. Has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Don Dragon, the 6 closer. So the added distance should help. Has a high percentage winning trainer who wins 23% of the races in the second race that a horse has off of the layoff. And then 4 Peak Performers, my long shot, Ran second versus Tougher in the last race. Has a high percentage winning trainer. No additional bets for me here.
The 3-horse penalty box. I mean, we saw he topped everything in the smart sheets. Again, a link to the smart sheets in the description on YouTube, as well in our recap coming up momentarily over at horseracingtoday.net. It's got every advantage that you could have in this race. I think it might be a Tom horse, though, right? Low odds, second place. That's always the concern. Rappaport, the 1-horse, tough rail, that's for sure. Third start for the first time in its career. That could be, as a 4-year-old, that could be a sign of a finely healthy horse. And the other issue for me with this 4-horse on the plus side is it's the only 4-year-old versus all 3-year-olds. I know it's late in the year, but it's still an edge at this point of their careers. Number 6, Dawn Dragon. That one, its resume suggests the horse could pop nicely in the second start after a layoff. And then the 4-horse Peak Performer was a tough call for me over Sound Cause. But once again, I have a yes horse versus a maybe horse in no bets for me as we make our way to the second half in the late pick 4, Terry, starting in race number 6, where I think we go back to 6.5 furlongs. We do. And at 6.5 furlongs, again, stalkers do well. 36% of the time they go to the lead and keep the lead, although in the opening race we did see a closer take home the prize there. 1 through 7, a small bonus. 8 and out was a discount. Jerry, the horses that came closest to par in race number 1 won. You got a lot to choose from if that's the route this time around.
Yeah, they all show that they did it, except for that 5-horse who was within 4 points of doing that. And then as far as doing it today, they all show that they have a pretty good chance, especially the 10.
Now, this is like another one of those. Everybody dropping in class except for the 4-horse over here, Terry. A pretty balanced race. You got 4 that want to be forward, 5 that want to be back. I usually would say take a look at jockeys. We can't do that. So, again, let's look at the trainer and C-zones.
Well, the 3 looks like the best trainer. As far as the C-zones, the 5 and the 7 are both above 50% threshold that we like to see.
Your 4 is your simulation favorite, Miss Temptation. The 10-horse, your top closer. Also a 7-point total pace edge, meaning you can win by a length and a half if top pace, early pace, and late pace add up. How does that add up for you to get the second pick 4 started?
I like the 10, Gigi's World, finishing the money in the last 4 starts, winning 2 of the races, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. Then 5, So Far So Good, finished third versus Summer on the dirt in the last race, can improve at the shorter distance, has a high percentage winning trainer. Chicken Burger, the 2 is my third choice. Huh?
Cricket Burger?
Yeah,
Cricket? Yeah, no, thank you. I know that the folks over there in Davos want us eating crickets, but they can keep their crickets. I'll stick with hamburgers.
Well, this one likes she likes Parks Racing. She's been in the money 63% of the time, winning 25% of the starts, and she has a high percentage winning trainer. And then the 3 is my long shot, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. I'm going to play the last Miami Vice pick 4. 2, 3, 5, 10 with the 5, 9, 10 with the 3, 9 with the 1, 10, 11, 12, $48 ticket.
Yeah, I think the Gigi's World could be a hard one to beat in here. Top total pace, been off for a while. That was my question mark there, but the works are there. Going to drop in class for the 10. The 5-horse, So Far So Good, 15-1, Terry. The longest shot on the board, or one of them, and we both have him in the shotgun position there. Last time out, that horse showed better pace. You see right there across the board. Only maybe horse, so that's a little bit of a concern for sure, but does have a top trainer in there. But any improvement in the second start after a layoff would be enough for me. Verbal Geyser. That's probably what people think I am. The last race sucked. 2 good workouts and then a maintenance workout to keep the saw sharp. The best runs have been on all weather. Those workouts tell me a bounce back race could be coming. And then the 4-horse Miss Temptation, a very tough call for me over the 2, but it is the simulation favorite. Better trainer, better par plus, better C-zone, and the top closer for 2 closers. I probably will regret not putting that in my pick 4, but hell, it's wide open on the back end. So 5, 7, 10, 3, 5, 7, 9, 3, 8 with the 1, 2, 11, and the 12-horse. How long to race number 2, Terry? We got plenty of time. All right. Race number 7. As we close in on Terry's best bet of the day in race number 7. We're going to go 1 mile again. It is the most common distance. Third time today. Maiden horses again. 2-year-old fillies. 76 being that key speed figure number. All right. Anybody in race number 7, Terry, get to that number?
Yeah, you can see that the 4 did, and then also the 8 and the 10 and the 12, and then the 3 and the 9 came within 3 points of doing it. As far as who's going to do it today, it looks like all of them have a really good chance with doing it here. And of course, we've got a first-time starter that got a 2.96 out of the 3, which is at 7. He also has a back bullet worked out.
We also have a bunch of horses making their second start today, where if they improve a normal amount for a second-time starter, they can go well over that par figure of 76. You see some of them can go 10 points over. That's a pretty big gap there, Mr. Terry. Again, jockeys and trainers, I hate when we get a 0 in there because it screws everything up, but that will be corrected in the next iteration. If you're looking at a trainer, which one do you like?
Well, the 5 looks like the best trainer in here to me, but that one down there, the 9 has a pretty good trainer as well.
Well, you see a lot of these horses, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, the 8, not within 5 lengths of the winner at the finish line. You got your 2 first-time starters. Terry, the horses that have experience, the 4 and the 10, they might like the way this race takes place. With all these first-timers and second-timers, Terry, the only thing we can do is make our picks. And what do you like and why?
Okay, I like in this race the 3, Cut to the Chase. Won the last race at Keeneland.
I think you got the wrong.
I'm sorry. I like the 9, Candle's Legacy. Ran second in the last race. High percentage winning trainer. Has a good 4 furlong workout on November 25th. 5 is my second choice. The trainer wins 23% when moving from turf to all weather with his horses, and then the high percentage winning jocker. They added blinkers, and he's got a strong workout on November 24th. Number 10, Together Again, drops in class today, has a high percentage winning trainer. And the 12, Cove Spring, has a high percentage winning trainer, has decent workouts. No bets for me in this race.
Well, I'm going to start with the 9, Candle's Legacy, just like you. A little bit of a long shot that we both agree on. Second race, upside, great workouts after wiggling through traffic in its last race. If it doesn't have to wiggle through traffic and those indications are with those workouts, you should have another good race with the second race improvement. Why not? At 12-1. Cartier Gold, that's 7 horse, 2.96 points for the first-time starter. Some excellent works. I put my eye on that October 17th at Turfway, so you know he likes the surface. 4 furlongs in 47 seconds. That is the best of 34. I hope the other 33, at least one quality horse, and they're not all 3-legged horses or mules. The 3 horse, Queenstown, another with second race upside equal to the 9. It's another one like the 9, had a funky trip in its debut and a trio of solid workouts since then. And then the 5 horse, Liable, one more second race upside. I think the reason this one got the call from me over some of the horses with a yes is because IRAD will be aboard. 3, 5, 7, 9. So earlier in the day, we had the all even. This one's the all odd trifecta. 2 races to go for the late daily double, race number 8. Terry, in this selection, we are going to go 6.5 furlongs. It'll be the third time. So just like the 1 mile race. In the opener, we did see a horse come from off the pace to capture the gold. Normally, the profile of a winner does also give the horses that get forward a good chance, about 36% of the time. Really no big deal breakers from post 1 through 7, maybe a little tough for 8 and out. So if you're looking for a little bit of giddy up and go in the 8th race, you got a few to pick from.
Yeah, there's 4 horses there, the 5, 10, 3, and 9. All have pretty good numbers as far as data goes, and just anyone's race on who's going to get that quarter full first.
You see a lot of horses, only 4 want to go forward. So you want to be the speed of the speed out of that group. Maybe the 5. 5 is a little left arrow action, though, Terry. Those are always dangerous on the dance floor. If you're looking for a horse with a good C-zone, you got 1, 2, 3 over 50%.
Yeah, that's right. You got that 1, as you pointed out, the 4 and the 9. and especially that 4 and 9 have got in the 80%.
Cut to the chase. The 3-horse, 8-point last race, Speed Figure Edge. Also the simulation favorite. Also your top total pace by about 1 length. Also the only class dropper in there, Terry, that was better across the board last out. Before we go on to our picks, because I got a feeling this one's important to you, Terry. Drum roll, please. All right, Terry, take it away.
All right, so this is my pick of the day. It's a Cut to the Chase. The 3 won its last race at Kingland, has the highest last speed rating. She has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. And then the 9 second choice last race finished second as a favorite. But the trainer wins 30% of the races when bringing the beaten favorite back again. The 10, my third choice, won as a high percentage winning trainer and jockey, or she has one. And then the 11 likes Parks Racing. She finished in the money 75% of the time, winning 25% of the starts. And at today's distance, 100% of the time she's been in the money and won 50% of those starts. I'm going to bet 20 to win on the 3, a $10 exacta box 3-9, $10 exacta 3 on top with a 9, 10, 11, and a $5 exacta box 3, 9, 10. That's it.
Wait, you're going for your daily double because yesterday we got rained out at Parks.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have spoke that into existence. But cut to the chase. We'll cut to the chase. That one, Terry, rerun its last race, and I don't think anybody's got a chance to beat it. And if it proves it all, well, then it could be one of those where you're counting the margin of victory. Number 8, Safira. I think this one's the best chance to beat that horse, Terry. And the reason why, this horse came off the bench for its debut and ran a pretty solid race in its debut, the 8-horse, you see right there. And then the second race, didn't run a bad race, just regressed a little bit according to the speed figure in there. You see that right there. But a lot of times with these horses that kind of come off to get their debut and they run a decent race and they kind of flatten out in the second one, that improvement comes in the third race. That could be today for that 8-horse and getting some more distance off that powerful close in the debut. I think that could be a game changer. Number 2, Brienne of Sky. That's a bomb in there, Terry. Easy win in its debut. So I don't think the horse used everything it's got. Second race upside puts that horse right on the cusp of parability and has 3 good workouts in between. And then finally, number 9, Sinane, maybe, I don't know. That was a tough call for me over the 10-horse. But both of them, the 3 and the 10, are both Wesley Ward horses. And I feel like Wesley made his choice, putting Irad on the 3. So I went ahead with the 9. No additional bets for me. Tomorrow, Terry, we are going to do Aqueduct. And I don't know what we'll do for Foreign Friday yet. I haven't heard from Thomas. But I think going forward, though, on Thursdays, we'll start to do the championship meet down there in Gulfstream Park because that's where all the good horses and jockeys and trainers will be. To make sure you don't miss any of that, Terry, what's the wisest thing to do before race 2?
Well, you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel and X, and also hit the bell on the YouTube channel so that you get notified about the programs like Foreign Fridays. And then go down and copy that link at the bottom. Share it with everybody you know so they can come and check us out. Go to our social sites such as X, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Blue Skies at Horse Race, the number 2 day. Give us a thumbs up and a like. And also keep these comments coming and picks as we like to see them. They help us out a lot.
So race number 2, they're about to get cooking on that one. So let's take a look at where we might find some value in this spot, Terry. Well, they're almost all in there. So the 2-horse, we got it 8 to 1. That one's 20 to 1. The 3-horse, ready to roll. That one was a late scratch. I have a feeling we both have them in our picks. Do we? Let's see. Do we both have them in our picks? Race 2.
I don't.
Well, neither one of us have the 3, so I don't know why he's still in there. But maybe we just forgot to take him out. The 4-horse, 30 to 1 versus, well, they're off and running. Never mind. In the snow, on the sidelines, under the lights, they make their way to the first turn. And the leader is I have to tell who the hell is on the lead. The 8-horse, Terry, is on the lead. Ransomware. And guess who we said would be on the lead?
That's right.
Well, the 3-horse not in the race, so he can't be in the lead. The 10 is right there as well, as is the 2. So the 8 horse opening quarter, 23.72 seconds for ransomware. Not all that fast, but still good enough. The 10 horse right now, Pritchard, good name if you take the P off, running in shotgun spot. The 7 horse right now, Crepe Yarns, a little bit of a long shot. You also have the 6 horse at the moment, Coach Campbell, getting involved, as is the 2 horse, Race Day Rebel. Around the turn they go. Who's going to take the prize home? The 8 horse running pretty easy right now up on the lead, but these all-weather tracks, you get horses that come off the pace and they run crazy all the time anyhow, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, the 8 horse right now still kind of grooving up on the front. Ran 47 and 29. I don't know how fast that is for that track there, but he didn't drift up. He didn't drift up on the turn either. So, but the 9 horse right now looks like that one's coming the best. He might be your winner. He is going to be your winner. Terry, you have Burning Leaves as your winner. That one, unfortunately, is the favorite. So it's going to go 9 and then 5 and 8. But you're still alive on your pick 4. I'm not.
Yeah.
And I lost out on my trifecta too. Tough start for yours truly. Well, got a couple races hopefully to get it together. All right. The finale for the day is race number 9. The 9 coming off the win there. This one's 5 furlongs, Terry, for the 9th race. They haven't run a whole lot of them, only 6 of them. And stalkers have done good. 2 out of 6 won on the lead. There's a little bit of rail bonus for Escovedo. 2 through 7 to discount, 8 out has been best. So a little bit of speed will go a long way in race number 9, Terry. And again, a lot of them that should compete early on. Well, I don't think speed's holding up so far tonight anyway.
No, it's not today so far, but there are several horses with speed in here, and just don't know. It's a who knows race.
Yeah, I would say the pace view tells us there's plenty of horses in here with speed, Terry.
Yeah.
You got 3 that want to come off the pace right there, Terry. And looks like one of them is really going to like the way this sets up.
Yeah, that 2 has a really good C-zone. It's going to be very comfortable in the race compared to everybody else. The 11 is the only thing that comes kind of even close to it at all. So
yeah, well, if you're looking for closers, man, look at this 8 horse. Boom. 11 horse, 8 points. So 1.5 length late speed edge on there. 6 horse top last race speed figure, 4 points better than everybody else. You got a couple class droppers in here, Terry, and you got some real class down here.
Yeah, the 12 has the best jockey trainer, and so it's the best jockey trainer combination.
So you got a speed figure winner, you got a simulation odds winner, you have a top total pace winner, and you have a jockey trainer winner. Who is your winner?
All right. Well, in this race here, I like the 10, Goff. Won last race, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey, likes the distance. And then I like the 12 as my second choice, ran second in the last race, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey, and a bullet workout on the November 21st at 4 furlongs. And then the 11, third choice, drops in class today, should improve at the shorter distance. And then the 1 is my long shot, won the last race, has a high percentage winning trainer and jockey. No additional bets for me as I'm completely out of money.
All out of money. I'm going to go with the 11 horse, Peyrula. The reason I'm going to go with Peyrula is that one, Terry. Big late speed edge over everybody else with 8 points. A ton of speed types in here for it to run down. Top total pace. And a great workout for its first race at Turfway Park. It ran 4 furlongs and 47, the best of 72. So the surface, no problem at all. Number 12, Worthier. That one is Wesley Ward and Irad Ortiz again. If you didn't have them in your picks and it won, you'd feel really stupid. Been well bet in all of its races so far. Twice of them the favorite, one of those the winner. Serious Light, the 2 horse. That one, Terry, is our simulation favorite. It does have the best par plus. Also by far the best C-zone. And in these competitive races, those things tend to work out fairly well. And then Escovedo, the 1 horse, gets a rail bonus. Last time out, the horse smoked everybody. Better in the second start after layoff? I don't know. Tough call over the Lady of Light, yeah. Another $5 exact the key box to close it out. 11 with the 1, 12, and 2. Our picks for the first races, I think the 5-horse won the first race, then the 9-horse won that race. So
Yeah.
don't pay attention to anything we think is going to win. I think that's the moral of the story there, Terry. So as far as the rest of the bets go today, none in race number 3. The exacta key box for me in race number 4. Race number 5, nothing. Race number 6, the last of the pick 4s. Race number 7, another trifecta box. Race number 8, Terry's best bet of the day. Race number 9, another $5 exacta key box for me. Again, tomorrow we will do Aqueduct at the Big A. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button on Twitter or X, wherever that you're watching. We would greatly appreciate that. And of course, Terry, what else was I going to say? Oh, yes. Free picks, usually every day, guaranteed tip sheet. You can get a link in the description on Yahoo. At horseracingtoday.net. When you're there, click on the HRT gear. It's a late night for me too, Terry. There you go. You can get your stuff over there. All right, anyway. Any final thoughts for you before we get out of here and get ready to turn it around pretty quickly for tomorrow morning?
Yeah, well, if you're playing Turfway Park tonight, I hope you do really well. Other than that, just make sure you give your loved ones a hug and a kiss. Just never know what's going to happen, and stay safe in this nasty weather that's happening all through the Mideast, and like Chicago, I guess it's going to be like down to one degree today in Chicago.
I love that weather.
Yeah. Other than that, that's about it. Just there you go.
It's my absolute favorite to be 1 degree outside, Terry, and snowing and windy. It's beautiful. Well, no matter what you're doing for the rest of this night, whether you're freezing your beep off, you're getting ready for Aqueduct tomorrow, or probably Gulfstream Park would be a little better, at least in mind, with the 80 degrees down there. We certainly hope that you have God's grace, God's favor, and every single thing that you do, Terry, ends up in the
winner's circle.
Yes. Enjoy your evening. We'll see you in the morning for Aqueduct. Until then, make it a blessed Humpday night.